The world you know, always running to and fro, a frightful place to be. But don't be scared, I'm not going anywhere. So you just don't touch the dial and stay here a while with me.
deep in my heart, I hate you, girl. I've always hated you.
I'm so tired of fighting. It's the Cungie, you know how to go and break my heart to you. Just have anyways, and I can't go away.
New Swiffer Mop Pro is made for small spaces. The upgraded strip has 75% more scrubbing power. And with the new locking head, getting into tight spaces is simple.
Can I borrow it?
The all-new Swiffer Mop Pro. Love it or your money back.
Benefiber prebiotic fiber nourishes the good bacteria in your gut and helps them flourish so you can too. Grow what feels good.
Today is all of this large trail of disappearances. We have had reports of missing Robloxians we last seen within these woods. While doing field work, I came across a walled village able to house maximum 60 people from what I've gathered. Only a cart leaves the village in the morning to bring back supplies, otherwise there's no movement out. However, there there is occasionally a person who leaves to gather firewood, quickly running back once their hands are full. I cannot continue further for now, as I'm beginning to hear activities inside the walls. I will update this tomorrow. Goodbye.
I have set up a small outpost on a cliff. It's hard to see, but I'm able to catch glimpses at the inside through the trees. The village has several buildings set up for specific purposes, such as housing, greenhouse, and a large church with the villagers gather to. The buildings are aged and are showing the signs of decay. However, the villagers have been fixing it up. I assume this village has been around for way longer than I initially expected. Faces are hard to make out, but I have been able to identify 3 individuals in particular. Individual B wears heavy decorated blue-gray clothing. They are likely the chief for the village. Individual A, the firewood gatherer, is often lingering around individual B. However, they often pass by individual A without a glance. I assume these two have a parental bond. However, it appears to be one-sided. In fact, it seems individual A lacks connection to the villagers, often ignored or given a simple glance. Individual A has a companion, individual C. I'm unsure what their relation is, but they appear to be close. Individual C seems to be the village herbalist, assisting the sick and helping others. Nighttime is beginning to set. I am withdrawing for now to format my notes. It'll be a full moon soon. It's dangerous. Wandering alone with the Aspen's disappearance. There doesn't seem to be a connection with them and this village anyway. I'll just update this tomorrow.
Today is...
I saw individual A and individual C sneak out of the village at night. They traveled a bit far into a small flower field where they started talking and writing scraps on a paper. I pushed my luck today and managed to sneak behind them with my recorder. A transcription is below. Please be aware, I was quite a distance away, so I wasn't able to catch a majority of the conversation. Ignore my speaking quirk. Hello? I'm #closing in on these two. Let me listen in. Aspen. We can't go that far. Aspen. Why don't we... spawn? 2x2. Unfortunately, I subconsciously leaned a bit too far and stepped on a twig, causing the two to jump in alarm and run back to the village. I'm unsure what exactly the spawn symbol has to do with 2x2. I need to look into it a bit further. What I do know is that the 2x2 is the answers of all Robloxians. It allows us to build and create. A 2x2 is one of the most sacred aspects of Roblox. Without it, we aren't anything. Is it possible the village studies our history? Why would there be disappearances? Are the disappearances unrelated? I'm gonna keep following this lead for now, but tomorrow I'll be observing individual B. Goodbye for now.
Today is...
I spent most of the day observing individual B. They spend long hours within the church, but would sometimes leave on occasion. Due to the way they dressed and how they acted, I can confirm their status is that of the higher up, likely the elder that individual A mentioned. individual B walked around the village, checking in and / or comforting many villagers. The strangest behavior I saw was when individual A attempted conversation, only to be brushed aside because another villager got in the way. Later that night, when the moon was just barely visible that day, a gathering was called. I'm not sure what exactly I saw, but I can only assume it was some kind of sermon. These large banners of the spawn symbol were hung up while the elder lectured the villagers. The spawn symbol I keep seeing shown around is just an admin logo, isn't it? Doesn't exactly have any backing. I can only assume that this village practices a religion, focuses on the symbol as some type of god. After the sermon, they had a curfew where all the villagers were told to return to their housing. Later, I saw Elder checking around the side of the church alone, ensuring no one else saw. What they failed to see was individual C watching through a window. I was barely able to see the blinds move. There has to be something behind there. Could it be some kind of cellar? The elder left to the back and went to their own housing. I need to find out more about this religion. I hope there's still some type of connection to the disappearance. Is it possible?
Today is...
Apologies for yesterday. The wind suddenly picked up speed, causing me to trip and drop my things. One of those things being my laptop, which fell over the ledge. I basically spent the rest of the day transferring my files. Anyway, the attire of the villagers seems to vary. If I had to assume, they gave custom-made clothing depending on the time spent here. The older looking villagers had jewelry and long gray robes, while the young ones looked like they wore looser, more worn down clothing. Perhaps hand-me-downs? If I had to guess, the average age of the village itself would be probably 40? Mainly because of the abundance of older Robloxians compared to the middle-aged ones. Fortunately for me, I had a stroke of luck today. Their supply cart had tipped over, and after they left, I saw a notebook that had been left behind. While I was initially excited, it was just my luck that the notebook lied in a puddle. On the side is a scan of one of the pages. I was able to summarize most of its text while waiting for the next sermon. Reading some of the text, it feels like a mockery of 2x2. Their ideology speaks of a renewal after death. How the spawn, a child of 2x2, will guide them through this life and the next. My research so far appears to be correct. The religion's name is the Family for the Reborn. I can only assume those sermons are a way of fear-mongering and scare tactics. They appear to show their devotion through prayer, with those inside thoughts to fear anything beyond their home. Every full moon, there is some kind of banquet to be held. It is for the chosen, who is given the opportunity to be worthy. I've written a long summary on the overview. Tonight's sermon was more or less the same. I am too far away to tell what the elder was saying. I noticed the elder conversed a lot with another figure who was completely hidden behind a robe. Individual A saw this and looked distressed and nervous. In fact, individual A seems to always be anxious when they aren't interacting with individual B and to the best of their abilities, or individual C. After curfew, the elder retreats to the back of the church with individual D. I've written a long summary on the overview. After curfew, the elder retreats to the back of the church with individual D. I saw individual C staring once again through the window of a house. That is all for tonight. I'll update this tomorrow as always. Goodbye. These are what I understand from the family of For the Reborn so far. Within this village is a trail of disappearances. Individual A is a laborer, socially isolated from the other villagers, has a parental bond to individual B, individual C's partner. Individual B is the village elder, often comforts the other villagers and teaches ceremonies after sundown, hiding something behind that church. The ceremonies are nothing more than ways to fearmonger the village into complete devotion and control. Individual C is a herbalist, suspicious of the elder for some reason. Individual's A partner. Members are isolated from the outside world, taught to fear it. A religious group that worships the spawn, who is a quote-unquote child by two. They believe the spawn will guide them through this life and the next. The villagers have little autonomy over themselves. They are taught that they need to quote-unquote need to be forgiven and freed. As such, they submit to the divine mandate that the elder has over them. Lack of younger adults within this village. Every full moon, there is a banquet held in the name of the Chosen. The Chosen is giving the chance to be worthy, sacrifice in the name of their god. Only the elders are allowed to sanction this. This implies the existence of multiple elders. The body of the Chosen is then cleansed and removed from this land. Through and through, this is a cult, especially one that sacrifices their youth to a god. Horrible.
Today is...
I spent most of the day observing individual C. As I stated earlier, they are the village herbalists. They spend most of their time in the greenhouse, tending to the various greenery that sets up. Otherwise, I noticed them staring at individual A and individual B through glass. Later in that day, individual C left the greenhouse with individual A to the flower field from a few days ago. They continued to talk and study, mainly individual C listening to individual A, smiling and nodding. Cute. They're whispering with each other now. Correction, they kissed. Very cute. Over at the village, they seem to be preparing for the banquet with various decorations. Soon, I'll have to report this to the local authorities. The world these villagers have is puppeted by a monster. I find it strange individual C isn't dressed up like individual A is. Does this imply individual C hasn't been in the village since birth? They are suspicious of the elder and individual D, as if they don't share the same blind fates ingrained in the other villagers, especially individual A. This is wishful thinking, but I wonder if individual C wants to leave this place? The audio log from a few days ago showed they had that thought. Why did they come here in the first place? What happened to make them stay? Why are they fine with their moral practices of the village? It isn't possible they aren't aware as they study with individual A. What keeps individual C here? I know individual A still clings onto their religion, onto the elder. That's all I gathered. My investigation continues. I need to report this place soon. The full moon is tomorrow. I'll update this tomorrow. Goodbye.
Hey, this is #rushed as hell, but I saw individual C enter the basement. They argued with individual A before booking it to the hashtag cute flower field. I'm trying to hashtag take a look, but it's hard to see. Individual A is trailed behind individual C with a knife. What the fuck is that? It is that symbol. I have to take a
I didn't want to die. I've been good at my job. But I've never been loved. Never. What kind of life is that? Not to be loved.
Patiently, I forgive you, even if you cannot forgive yourself.
I'm Azurewrath, I really hate Twotime. I was sacrificed, now I'm full of hatred. I'm Azurewrath, I have slimy tentacles. I hate the spawn, the second life worth it. I'm Azurewrath, I really hate Twotime. I was sacrificed, now I'm full of hatred. I'm Azurewrath, I have slimy tentacles. I hate the spawn, the second life worth it. I'm Azurewrath, I really hate Twotime. I was sacrificed, now I'm full of hatred. I'm Azurewrath, I have slimy tentacles. I hate the spawn, the second life worth it. I'm Azurewrath, I really hate Twotime. I was sacrificed, now I'm full of hatred.